Back with episode 3 of my hardstuck to GM challenge with Kiriko. Today I played some games earlier in comp and I'll review them in a moment. I'll just go over my settings. I realized I never did that with you guys. So I actually found some nice settings with Kiriko actually that I find very helpful. So my sense is kind of low. It's like 0.98 3200 DPI, starting with my sensitivity. It's about 44 centimeters per 360, if you guys follow that kind of measurements. My reticle that I'm using, it's actually a square crosshair. Yeah, it's not the actual default one. It might look like that, but I think that's just how it looks in the replays. But yeah, I use a square hair. And these are my Kiriko settings specifically. I keep the swift step sensitivity at about 100. Healing Ofuda sense is at 50. I kind of like aiming it a little bit, but not too much auto aim in between targets. And I put toggle Healing Ofuda off, and I like the UI on because it looks kind of cool. But yeah, those are my Kiriko settings. Let's get into recording and reviewing these games. Let's start with Route 66.
Traveling to Route 66. Ready for battle.
Setting my equalizer.
Yeah, I'll just start off by saying these games were not really that difficult, but I was playing a lot more supportive, especially after learning from our last episode. I try to calm down my DPS style a bit and play a lot more defensively. I'm not sure if it's more optimal or not, but I felt more comfortable in a way at times. But let's check it out. So just starting off, we have a Lucio, and I think this is a common comp I've been seeing a lot of now with Lucio and Kiriko. I personally don't really like teaming with Lucio, but like with Kiriko, I like him with Ana, I like him with Moira, even with Baptiste he's fine. I find it's not a lot of healing, and it's hard to coordinate the speed of going in at times. But let's see, maybe there's something I'm missing, and that's the reason why a lot of players like the combo. But just looking at their comp, the enemy team's comp, things I would have to use my protection Suzu against are like Cassidy's grenade, Ana's abilities like her sleep or her nade, Ryan's shatter is another big one, and May's, not her primary fire really, but more so her ultimate. I'll look and see if I actually use my utility properly. I'm sure I don't, but I need to start getting into the mindset of using it against these certain things. And in these games, we'll see that I mostly use it for just my team on their critical. I'm not sure if it's this game, but in the other games for sure. And what I would have to do is I'd have to think to myself, okay, do they have anything I need to debuff? And if not, then use it for my teammates if they are taking a lot of damage. Yeah, let's get into it. So I take the high ground here. I just want to play at a different angle and heal everyone. Don't think I should have dropped, especially with our cast up top. I realized that. I go back up top, drop down again. Yeah. So, just going back here, because I think it's important stuff here. Especially against like a Mei and a team that follow-ups. Like if this Mei were to wall off our Ryan, like when she does, like right here. She messed it up, that's why she threw down her wall, but if she did wall off our Rhine, I can't get to him. And there's always an awkward situation when I play Kiriko. Sometimes my wall climb, like, it's not buggy, but it's just not, like, consistent. And it's risky too. Like, if I have to climb this wall and then heal our Rhine, they could see me as well. I'm kind of isolated as well. So I think where our cast goes, that's where I should have been. I should have stayed here because nobody was really threatening me here. I need to start thinking about that more. They're playing a really brawly kind of comp where they want to stick together a lot of the times. And our DPS do a really good job. Like our Cass, he just flanks their Ana and gets a pick right there. Takes an off angle, really. And our Reaper's looking to flank as well, so we'll see what they do. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think my positioning here is a little poor. But our DPS kind of bailed me out. I think that's okay. Yeah, I was thinking at this point, might as well use it because they're down their Ana, so there's nothing really to be saving it for. But I failed to heal well enough. Yeah, I find taking the angle or different angles instead of just playing directly in front of Rhine to be very helpful. Even with my own Rhine, I need to start thinking about where I want to go and how I can help him while also applying pressure. Okay. This is actually something I made a mistake before with like just in general with how I was playing. Like this is something I mentioned I wouldn't do and I just did it. But I think it's okay here because I didn't expect the brig to drop for me. But maybe I just should have TP'd out regardless. Sometimes I want this position, and so I stayed here trying to fight her for it, but I had to TP out. So I'm not sure if it's perfectly worth or not. But yeah, let's see. Usually I wouldn't throw my protection Suzu unless I decide to stay. Her once. Yeah, well, I see.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I decided to use it because she chased me. Okay, that's better than what I was thinking. Body shot. It's her heal. Yeah, I didn't expect her to chase me there. That was different. Oh. Headshot the Moira too by mistake. Yeah, not much to say for that fight. I think I played it alright. I think I TP'd to cover. I think so I stay on the high ground. I think this is the mistake I make. They're not looking at me. And they just have a Rhine hard shielding them. I should be waiting until the Rhine drops and then go in. I do it here, but I think I need to be more sneaky in a way. I think that's my problem. I should just be hiding here, scouting. Like, don't shoot it here because Brig will just shield it, Rhine will just shield it. I don't even think they care about me much. Shot the main once. Forced the ice block there at least. Stay here or do I go up top? Okay, I'm playing supportive here. Oh, yes. Very important stuff here. Like, I saw that the Rhine was, like, I was thinking about it. So that's why I looked down and I was about to throw my protection Suzu if we slow down. Like right here. Like I threw it, but it didn't come out in time. and it's too hard to react, I think, in the moment, because even though like I suspected it to happen, I need to be better, and this is something I've noticed a lot throughout my games. I'm now using my ultimate better than I was using it before, where I get a lot more range. We're the red right now. I think it's a replay glitch where we're red and the enemy team is blue. So this is not a bad ultimate, but I think I need to position better in my ultimate depending on what they have. That's something I've noticed a lot, especially in one of the games we'll review later on Gibraltar. I don't think I've ever been called out for like walking through my ultimate so much, but that game I did. And it's made me think of, okay, I need to be playing differently. So maybe doing it on the high ground and staying there maybe would be a better idea, or stay more back with cover, especially when I expect them to have this, because this is something I must Suzu if our Ryan can't shield. And it's not like I have to tell our Ryan, oh, just shield because they have shatter. There's a lot of thinking going on in this matchup, and maybe his shield breaks and their Ryan gets a shatter anyway, so I need to position better. That's just it. Especially when I expect them to have shatter. A smart play by their Ryan. He curved it so he didn't hit the wall, and then Suzu didn't work or last long enough. Stay here to TP.
We need to move the payload. Carried on the wind.
No, that was a good Suzu, I think. Okay, before I continue, I just want to see what else could I have done here, because this is something else I need to be aware of as Kiriko. When they have an ultimate like Mei, like her freeze, and you know what to do in that situation. So our Lucio beats, and we were speeding in, I think. We shatter as well. So he gets frozen here. I see. He gets booped into it. Our Reaper, sorry. So we get Mei there. Yeah, I was deciding, do I Suzu Lucio or do I Suzu our Ryan? And Lucio, he's kind of behind cover and not in the fight. So I decide Ryan. And this, it doesn't really help him, does it? Something I have to think about. It doesn't really help him because he gets unfrozen anyway when the Ryan charges him. And he has beat on as well. Maybe it helps him live a little bit. Because I'm too slow to help our Lucio, I think. Okay, just in time then.
Like a gentle rain.
Alright, sorry. That was a nice boop.
Not in charge anymore.
Let's get a counter charge.
Healing food.
Yeah, I go back up top to just spam them out a bit. Oh, rip. I don't think they could heal him fast enough. Maybe Break can. Or Moira if she used her orb, maybe. This is risky, but... I am just going all over the place. I probably will die here. Yeah, I should TP now. Yeah, too late. If I'm gonna stagger like that, I need to be faster.
Draw strength from nature.
Yeah, see, this feels a little awkward in a way. If they had like a mid-range DPS, they would just be looking at me if I wall climb like that. I'm just moving the payload here. Take a defensive stance. Not sure why. Oh. Okay. This ultimate's not bad. It's kind of defensive. Yeah, that's something I need to be aware of. I use my ultimate over here, and that's where it starts, and we're fighting, like, we're ready to push. They're down there, Reinhardt. That's what I should be thinking about. So, another thing to take note of with my ultimate, if they're down their tank, we can go in aggressively with my ultimate. So maybe something like going up here and then putting it down, straight down like that. So one of our DPS could get the high ground, like our Cassidy, and then we could all have like a brawl. Alright. Yeah, I know we had Shatter there. But or I suspected him to have Shatter there. But yeah, let's move on to the next round.
Give it to them.
Yeah, I like to start up here to get an early pick if I can. So far it's been working out for me. I'm pretty sure I'll be called out one day for it. She didn't get healed. I didn't really have to TP there, did I? That's something I need to just take advantage of a little bit more. Because she didn't really apply any pressure on me. Or, she did, but her team didn't, I mean to say. So I TP out. Let's see if anyone's looking at me while I'm here. Yeah, no one was looking at me. I definitely could have stayed here a little bit longer. Because they even use the... I think that's the immortality field they use. Because the Ashe was low. I believe that's why they used it there. Let's see. Oh no, he didn't even notice their Ashe was fighting up top. Okay, never mind. So I could have stayed here. They didn't even notice I was fighting the Ashe. Or Baptiste didn't notice I was fighting the Ashe. But yeah, let's continue. Sigma's another character that's interesting to play against. So do I take angles here? I stay up top. That's good. See the Ashe. Don't really want to peek that too much. It's a big pick. I'm just healing my team because I feel like I'm the main healer for our team for Lucio. Okay, something to think about. Do they have anything that I need Suzu for? Unless it's Sigma's Rock or Ultimate. I don't really think so. I don't think it's necessary really to use it for anything. Except if we're getting burst down by just damage. Let's see why I do this. Just want to make sure I'm using my ability properly here. Okay, I use it for myself. I see. Mostly because I put myself in a bad spot. Try to get the Ashe there. Usually I get one shot. If I get hit once by an Ashe, she's dangerous sometimes to play against, so I have to respect her. So that defends our Lucio. She wants the high ground, but she's having a hard time. Let's see. Sigma also flanked. Okay, I need to time that better. Because, yeah, it's a projectile, so I need to time that way better. A little too early.
Be careful, Shimada.
Just breaking the shield here. I really do stay with my team a lot more in this game.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay. This was something I really wanted to test out. And I think I figured it out. I wonder if I did it in practice. Because I was talking about it in one of the episodes where when Sigma uses his flux, I want to... One, I should be able to get out of it just by shadow stepping out or swift stepping out. And then two, I should be able to Suzu my team from the burst. So let's see if I do it
Nice
properly.
to know you have my back.
Let's slow this down a lot just because I think it's a high skill thing to really do. So was I in the range of this? I don't think I was. Yeah, I was not in the range. I TP into the team though. So I did the TP because I wasn't sure if I was in the range or not, so I just wanted to TP out before getting lifted. Because once you get lifted you cannot TP or swift step out of it. So I could freely move here. So I'm aiming this at our Lucio and our Ryan. So I hit us three down. So I mistime it actually. Our Lucio does get hit by the graphitic flux, I believe. Yeah, I'm a little off. A little too early on it. Let's just look at it from my perspective one more time. Because I'm trying to hit the Lucio because if he lives, our Ryan will probably live as well. Like, I didn't even account for beat. I just accounted for... I don't have to heal as much if Lucio's there with me. Just look at this one more time.
Nice to know you have my back.
It's kind of dangerous TPing into there, but...
Crank up the game.
It looks so well timed, but I was off. So I need to get better at that. I need to do it sooner, I guess. Not too late. I was too late because Lucio took the burst damage. Taking an angle. Nice. They have a hard time pushing into our Reinhardt.
I've got you.
Going back here in my spot. I TP out this time. That's definitely okay.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
I actually prefer that over Suzuing and then TPing out. Can always reset if I need to. I'm wasting time doing that. Someone dies, it's all me there. Can't be indecisive.
The breeze brings relief.
Yeah, I'm playing very just safe here. Nothing really to comment on too much. I think that was okay.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Hold on. Let's look at this because Reaper's ultimate is one of those ults I just don't understand for Suzuing because It's like grab, where if you, even if you Suzu, you'll still die through it. It happened in one of the games we were going over. Yeah, I heard him. So I Suzu our Hanzo. We both get hit by it. I think he lives because of that. I TP out as well to get out of the range. I think that's okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives because, yeah, he got saved. Okay. It's good to know it says saved.
let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay, now this ultimate, I think is... I think I fall under the same... Are we playing defensive here? I need to turn around and heal. Or Hanzo.
What's up? I've got you.
10 seconds.
Justice reigns from above.
Keep up the defense.
Okay. I won't be too harsh on myself for that ultimate.
Let me balance you out.
Alright. That was it for Route 66. My ultimates need more work. I'll definitely get into it more on Gibraltar. But I think I played decently on Route 66 overall. Definitely could have played better against the Shatter though. I need to use my ultimate better. And use it in a supportive way because players will use their tank ultimates or just any of their ultimates, so I need to be aware of that. I shouldn't put myself in danger there. But yeah, let's go over the next map, which is Nepal.
Traveling to Nepal. Ready for round 1. Capture.
Alright. So we pretty much have the same kind of support duo here with a Lucio and a Kiriko. So I remember I had a hard time, so I definitely need to know how to play on this map against certain heroes. For example, what they have, what they're running, isn't really something I need to like protection Suzu against or cleanse, but they are very like characters that are good at dueling in a way. Like Moira versus Kiriko is, it all depends on if the Kiriko can land her shots. I think Baptiste does better against Kiriko. Like he could force her out with his damage, his self heal, and his immortality field. Genji is always I think Genji's pretty good against Kiriko, just like how like Genji's good against Hanzo, and Hanzo does like more damage than Kiriko. So by that logic, Kiriko, unless you land a headshot against Genji, you're gonna have a hard time. And Hanzo, he just does a lot more damage than you. So playing against him is risky. I need to kind of out ninja them in a way. And then Diva, I don't have too much experience against Diva as Kiriko yet. Like a Diva that would be eating my protection Suzus, or a Diva that would be matrixing my healing. So I definitely would like to play against divas like that. So that'll be interesting to play against. So I need to think about that. It actually leads me to think about what would happen if they had like a Sombra that would be playing really brawly, and then they hack one of my teammates, and then the diva is matrixing my protection Suzu. I haven't really thought of my protection Suzu being countered, but there are certain tanks that could do that, like an Orisa or even Sigma. Even Genji is another one, he can deflect it. But I think that's much more difficult to do. But yeah, let's continue this. So I stay on the high ground, I drop. I know the Hanzo's up top, and he's the scariest one for me right now because of how he's playing. Okay. This stuff's important. Yeah, I just don't heal Cass. So here, like, I feel like I'm playing scared because I'm the main healer because we have a Lucio. We're playing kind of slow. We're not really going into them. So I'm just trying to support our team, and it's kind of hard playing when like any spam damage could get us just like that. So it's kind of difficult. I'm not really sure what I should be doing here. I think what I'm doing is okay. But let's continue. So I protection Suzu. I think unless I stay here, let's see. I didn't want to TP out here, I'm pretty sure. Then I'll be in line of sight of Hanzo. I think for me, he's the scariest person on the enemy team because he's with his supports, so there's no way I can just face him and duel him. Like, I would maybe have to land 3 headshots on him. Maybe even 4. Plus they have like an immortality field, which is gone right now, but I think this is the safer play. Stay back and stay here. I think that's why protection Suzu. Let's see if I TP out. Depends on how threatened I am. Yeah, I didn't want to go out there. I'm still looking at the Hanzo there. Maybe I shouldn't look at him because he's really far away. Trying to avoid him as well. The healing is alright for our Zarya until she goes there. I wonder how I looked from the Hanzo's point of view, since I'm so like wary of his positioning. No, he's not really looking at me too much. Yeah, he definitely could have shot me there. That was weird aim. It was weird how it just clicked directly there. But alright, let's move on. Yeah, I was thinking here, Hanzo's gonna be an issue, so I better focus him down or push him in some way. Our team wasn't really communicating much. This team, I remember that. Yeah, I decided to stay with the DPS here because the reason why I stayed with my DPS instead of our Zarya, like I saw Lucy was with our Zarya, so I thought she'd be okay. And then I really wanted this part of the map because once you get this part, you kind of have like control and you kind of see the point, like the objective here. So I think that's what I wanted, and of course they need help here. There's no way they can, like, if Baptiste is just playing here and supportive and just healing the Genji, I need to be there to help them too. So yeah, I think this was a fine option to stay with them here. I Suzu, I missed our Cass, who I was aiming for. At least we got, yeah. I need a heal because our Lucio's down. Sorry, you bubbled me to help me get out. Thankful for that. Yeah, I missed some easy shots there. I see. The diva was looking at me there. Let's see what she was doing, because I need to get better at this matchup. She was looking at me. One second. She goes up top, right? Yeah. I see. Yeah, I guess she tried to Matrix, but I need more experience in the matchup. Let's continue. I take a different angle from the team since they really like grouping up with Lucio. So maybe that's something I need to think about. I don't really need to group with the team if they're gonna stay with him and brawl. Oop. He went there too late. I'll just do that so he lives. I think we really try to get him. Nice. For me, once we get Hanzo, I have a much easier time. I was thinking about Suzering, but I noticed he was looking at our soldier.
Come on, Shimaba. Be careful, Shimaba.
You play safer than that. Could have easily gotten headshot there. I don't know if I should have TP'd there. It's risky because they have a diva still in her mech. I'm just looking around to see if anybody is there.
The breeze brings relief.
I'm wondering what I do here. I stay back with the team. Yeah, I think this is my mistake. I think it's a mistake, even though it's like what supports should do in a way. Like, we should path together, but we kind of give up like a lot of the map control. Like even Soldier, he's playing over here. I know it's kind of like high risk, high reward if he plays here, but I play some DPS as well. And I would think I would like to be here just to apply pressure from a different angle so they don't just all spam through here and let our Zarya just face tank all this. More plays over there. Maybe I should have backed up over here because I can apply pressure. Apply pressure in some way. I could back up to the Mega. I have to worry about their DPS of course, but I definitely think I could duel the Moira. I think I should do that. Make the team think. Because if Genji or a Diva dives me, I could just TP out. I don't have to stay here. And then, yeah, that's what I should have done. Because it's hard to heal this anyway. Nobody wants to peek the window. So I need to be more aware of that. Take angles against the amplification matrix. Baptiste ultimate. Oh yeah. Even the Genji's flanking here, so... That was good. I wanted to stay there, so... I left our Zarya. I'm surprised I did that. Usually I would stay and fight against the Genji. But just rewinding that one more time. Just to duel against the Moira. Did she mess that up or did I just hit her? So the Genji goes in. Yeah, I headshot her once. I could have TP'd out as well, but I decided to stay and finish her off. Especially since she faded in. Yeah, this was not good by me. I should have definitely focused down the Genji. That baseline. You had a mech and I still won. Alright. Let's check out the second round.
Victory, here we come.
Yeah, the only difference is instead of a Hanzo they have a Sojourn now. I'm playing defensive because their DPS are kinda hard to duel. as well as their supports. They aren't supports that are easily flanked. Genji tried to go in. Nice way to pick there. I always have to take an eye out for the Sojourn because she likes to sometimes do that. Nice pick. Need to get better at tracking the Genji when he makes a jump like that. Yeah, I remember this. I was saying Lucio was low and they were saying Moira was 1, but they're just getting healed. But yeah, we just finished them off. Nothing too much to discuss there. I just played it safe and the enemy team made mistakes. I don't mind the play style playing like this with a Lucio and as Kiriko, where I just have to kind of support my team, stay back a bit, especially if they have those certain DPS. And Suzu, because she's a lot of damage, play defensive a bit. Oh, nice bubble. Okay. That's actually something I need to... I'm surprised we're turning this fight around. It's been pretty crazy. Our Lucio got picked before, I think. Let's slow this down so we could go through everything. I even think my escape options were pretty smart as well. So I TP in Suzu or Zarya. Not really needed because she has her bubble. Something I need to like really be aware of. Our Zarya and her bubbles. It's with their tank utility, something I need to be aware of. Because why would I do my protection Suzu when they're throwing this out there when I could stack it after it? Because I'm pretty sure our Zarya, yeah, she doesn't really have bubbles. That was her one for herself that she used. So yeah, let's look at. I TP to her. Suzu as well. I realize in this moment one of us is going to like get picked off here. So this is when I split away from our Zarya. Like this is something I've been thinking about. Usually teams just keep backing up in one direction and then the enemy team just presses W with all their like damage. So I kind of split their focus here. I go up top, which is like different. And their Moira looks at me. Who else? Their Zarya looks at me. Sojourn as well. And she's getting point. Yeah, their Lucio's also on point. I see. Even our Lucio was making them turn around. Because they're looking at point because of our Lucio. He's still here. So it's pretty smart of us, I think, in this kind of fight. We have like 3 different groups. One is looking on point, or one is fighting on point, and we have 2 of them distracted looking at them. And then I'm going up top, and I have the Zarya, the Sojourn, and the Moira looking at me, splitting attention from our Zarya. Yeah, I think this is a good example of that, splitting focus. And it's only for a split second. Luckily I used cover there. She ignored me. I TP in to save him. Yeah, I couldn't heal him. Maybe I need to get better at healing, like splitting my heals in one Ofuda clip thing. Because I heal her. She's going to the Mega, so she'll be fine. But our Genji, he definitely needs help, right? Yeah, he's deflecting and he needs help. I should have been helping him as well. I should have split the healing. Just going back to this one last time. This is something I've been having a hard time with. Sometimes you have more than one teammate who needs healing, so you need to split the heals. She's going to the Mega, so I wouldn't have to heal her too much. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I didn't need a Suzu there. I'm okay. I think once he commits dash, just shadow step out or swift step out. Yeah, here's an example of that, splitting the heals there. Yeah, I'm just playing safe against the Sojourn because I had a feeling she had her right click, her railgun. Yeah, she is low. She's me. Oh, she decided not to use it there.
Feels like sunlight, huh?
Nice.
The Kitsune is ready.
I wonder how I use my ultimate here. Do I use it on the high ground? I don't really think I will unless our Junkrat was playing up top. Okay, I use it right here.
Sometimes it takes two.
I keep getting lost when they're above me. Something to keep note of. Usually it's Genji's. I don't think there's much to discuss about that ultimate. Just that if they have a Lucio, they might be able to speed out of my range with it. I think that's okay. Headshot the Zarya and the Sojourn. Shooting at nothing really. Oh, we got saved there. Let's see if this is... This was something else I was discussing earlier with Reaper's ultimate, or in a way like Zarya's ultimate. It's tough because I'm not sure if I should Suzu, but I don't think I have an option. I Suzu the slice there from Genji. Alright. We got saved by our Junkrat though for sure. Our DPS clutched it out. Maybe I need to position better. If I'm getting hit by Grav, I shouldn't really be getting hit by that. I think that says more about my positioning than anything. Just Suzu there. Alright. Nothing too much to discuss about that game, except taking angles is very important. I think first round, I should have definitely taken more angles, especially because the Hanzo was really threatening. Second round, I need, like my ultimate usage was okay, I think. My Suzu usage, when I need it, I kind of threw it out there when I didn't really need it, like against the Genji. I could have just TP'd away from him. I do think I needed it in the Moira duel when she faded into me. It definitely helped me there. I think I need to just improve with my positioning. I shouldn't really be getting caught in the Grav, I believe. But yeah, let's go over the next map. Paraiso, I think is what it's called.
Now traveling to Paraiso. Ready for battle.
Yeah, looking at their comp running snipers with Kiriko and Lucio with a Rhine. And our comp with the Hog, Junkrat, Soldier, Moira, and I'm playing Kiriko. I decide that I'm going to play a little aggressive here, and I think this was one of the few times, one of the first times too, that I've been called out for it in comp. I think I make a mistake here. I'm not sure what mistake, but I remember I fail here on one of my missions. One of my flanking missions. Oh, she didn't even notice me. Too much respect. Yeah. Like, you could hear the TP go off, or the shadow step. But I don't, it doesn't come out. Like, you could hear it, but there's a delay. I was too slow. I remembered in the moment, I was like, I just threw this fight away by doing this. I give away my position too. She didn't even see me when I threw my shuriken when she grappled up top. And what are the chances I land that shot as well? Let's just go back here because it's important stuff. Like, maybe if there wasn't this here, maybe I hit her. Maybe I hit her in the head as well, but it's so high risk. Now she knows I'm there. Before she didn't even know I was here. And the Hanzo as well, he knows I'm here now too. Yeah. Does he sonar here? No, I don't think he wastes his time there.
Scanning.
That's interesting. He didn't even want to sonar me at all. Usually I would sonar whoever's here and force them out. But he knows I'm here and he takes the duel anyway. Let's see. I knew they were pushed up there, but I didn't think they would push me as well. Hit him once. Felt like that was a headshot though. Let's see that again. Take a crazy shot on the Widow.
Sniper, don't get shot.
That is very risky. Like, it's high risk. It's like high risk, low reward because I'm not gonna get, like, the chances of getting a headshot there are slim. And even if I get it, I still have to commit here. I should have just been hiding. Missed that shot there. She doesn't know I'm there. I hit the Hanzo, I guess, on the arm. That really looks like the head there. Let's check it out. I actually don't know where that hit him specifically. Is it the wall? I think that was my first shot on the Widow that missed. Or second shot on her. Yeah, I'm not sure where that hit him. I thought it was his head, but I don't think it really matters anyway. Missed that shot. Hit him there. In that case, I think even Suzuing is fine. As long as I live. That was the worst case scenario where I just died there. I tried to use the swift step. I think I die here as well. Yeah. Yeah, I knew the Hanzo was there, and I still got headshot by him. I thought my DPS there, I think that's DPS there, was on the Hanzo. But I don't think everybody in here was in voice chat, and I have a hard time pinging them right now. I'm getting used to like where I want to set ping. So far I'm deciding between 5 and caps lock, but still experimenting. But this was my fault anyway. I shouldn't have peeked here again. Like, just looking from his perspective. Let's see how predictable I look here. Because he sees me there before. Yeah. Playing way too predictably. I should take angles. Especially against snipers. Like, he's playing here. And their Widow's playing in the back. Our Junkrat's going for them. Yeah, I'm doing a bad job with my flanking. I'm taking duels where I lose. I lose based off the distance. And I'm not fast enough till I get out. I should have a plan to get out if I can't take the duel.
My gift to you.
Voice line. Oh, that's a nice pick.
Stop the payload. Your end is within my reach.
Yeah, at this point I am respecting the snipers a lot because I think I can't do much against them. Like in this moment, that's what I was thinking. I know I definitely can. So I need to play like smarter in a way. I think this is just a waste of time shooting the Rhine. So I'll go for a different angle. I stay here. Surprised I stay. Oh, I got lucky.
Gift to you.
Yeah, I got lucky here. I got lucky our my teammate jumped them from behind and helped me out. Otherwise, I don't think this happens. Just slowing it down here.
Kaiki. Kaiki.
So I heal our Roadhog. I go back to shoot their Ryan. I know their Widow's gonna be up top. Miss. Oh, I hit her there. I barely missed there. I'm trying to read her movement. I jump. Super risky to jump there. Yeah, I got saved. I got saved by our Reaper there. He, like without him, like I jumped, I should have died there. Especially against Hanzo Widow, they could have just shot me Storm Arrow, I'm done. Or I just have to TP out. But yeah. Thank you, good teammate, Reaper. Yeah, I realized they're down their DPS, so I just go in here. I didn't even account for what they had. Used my ult there as well. I don't think it was bad. I think it was a decent play there.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Oh, that was their ultimate, sorry. Yeah, I know she's scoping there, so I take a different angle.
Paraiso the ginger protects you.
Yeah, I actually remember nobody was really talking this game. Not everybody was in the voice chat. But our Moira was telling everybody to group up. And I felt like if I group up here, we just give their snipers too much space, like map control. And then their Rhine will just force our hog back, so
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I believe we had to take angles. Oh my goodness. I am going all in here. Let's just rewind this, because I ult as well. I ult and flank. I'm surprised that I do this.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I do this for my team. They're gonna push in now that we're down our Roadhog. Go for a flank. I need to be more aware of where everyone is. To take a flank like this, it's super risky, but it's high risk, high reward. I need to take my time there. I'm just looking at me too, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's the one who gets me there. But yeah. I need to be aware of where they are. I probably should get the Hanzo first. He's been more of a problem for me than the Widow.
That was interesting.
Yeah, they had Widow walls, so I didn't want to peek here. Yeah. But someone took her out, so I didn't have to do this. Just playing too scared. Yeah. I'm not aware of everything that's going on. There's no sound notification there, I don't think. Oh, there aren't any in the replays. But yeah, I'm just too scared. I should be going into help our Winston. Especially with them down their Widow.
Feels like selling, huh?
She should be coming back though. I'll just ignore their Orion. That was a big pick. Yeah, I knew their Hanzo was somewhere. Oh my goodness. I got saved there again. I've been dueling poorly here. Let's slow it down. In the moment, I thought that was a headshot. Okay, I knew he was somewhere, so I checked here. I don't even land a headshot. He doesn't even realize that I'm looking at him. I think that saved me too. I get lucky. I think my movement is too predictable here. Let's see. He didn't even sonar. I guess he's really hiding, that's why. Yeah, he definitely could have saw me. Yeah. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh, I'm jumping. That's why he missed me there. That's kind of funny. Usually players would punish the jumping, but this player struggled against it. I didn't even notice that. Usually good players will punish you all the time for jumping. And I really respected the Hanzo a lot. By respect I mean like, I don't really want to duel him, I don't want to face him really, because he'll just get me. But now that I probably should have... I need to read movement better, I think. That's the problem. Oh, there's a good kill. That was pretty good actually, I think. There's not much to really Suzu against. Like now that they have their shatter, that's the main thing, but everything else I think is, it's fair to go for things like this with respect to them.
Your hand needs work. Restoring balance.
It's fine to force duels if I can. I need to take my time there. It's working out though. TP too late. Okay. So this ultimate here, nobody can use it but me again. Only way that happens is if we push in. And I need to realize we're not going to push in unless we have Winston still alive with us too. But he's in their back line. Looking at their Lucio. So I need to use this not only for myself, but for our team as well. So I think better use of this would be to be up here and like aim it like over here or over here so our team could fight with it. And maybe I could stay up top. But I was looking at the Rhine here. I get lucky the Hanzo just popped out there, because I wasn't even thinking that he was there. I just reacted to him and pushed him off. Yeah, I'm light on the TP. Who else could I TP to here in the moment? Alright, right here. So I could have TP to Reaper for sure. Moira would have been dangerous to TP to, but maybe I could live and wall climb. Okay, Winston is way too far. He actually got their Sojourn. Where's our other... Oh, our other DPS is down. I see. Okay. Could have TP to our Reaper there. I think our team saves the day a few times. I really want to flank, don't I? I'm not sure who to flank for because I don't understand the map, so I don't know where anyone is. Let's see.
We're pretty good together.
I didn't even account for the shatter here. I didn't even think about it at all. Did he even shatter anyone? Just making sure. Wow, he would have gotten 3 people here if it wasn't for our Winston. Winston made a huge play there. Because my positioning is not good. I would have had to TP in and then Suzu'd around here. Yeah, I did poor things this game, or this fight specifically, because I don't know where to hold on this map. I need to play here more, and I go for a flank here when they have their shatter. This game could have definitely been a loss, or this round could have been a loss for sure. But yeah, let's continue to our attack.
Ready.
We pretty much have the same comp, except now we have a Mei instead of a Hanzo. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the Brig was doing there. I think she was trying to... We copied each other basically. I fed last fight, or last round, in the same spot. She did the same thing. I think it's definitely way harder as Brig to get away with things like that though. Yeah, nothing to really say here. Our team just went in. And the Brig got punished. It could have been a big play if no one had turned around. I just tried to do that to help him out. Make sure he doesn't die there. But it ended up happening anyways.
Like a gentle rain.
I was not expecting the Brig to play super close like that. Definitely not needed. We have a Mei, and she never gives her ice block. Could have definitely used it there to help our Genji. Not sure what I'm doing here. I should just use a payload if I need to. I get the mine there. Yeah, I need to learn how to wall climb better here. I'm surprised I live there. I get very lucky. I need to have an eye for that sort of thing. For Junkrat's traps. I definitely should have been punished. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's okay. Might as well cleanse that, because they don't have anything else really. Nice. Yeah, nothing really to say about this game, other than I need to learn the map and be more optimal in my flanking against double sniper. I need to get used to that. But yeah, let's look at the next game that I played, Busan. This was an interesting game. This was one where I found that my DPS style as Kiriko, I think it's the answer against some of the tough things I had to play against. Speed of Doomfist. But I think I balance it, my playstyle here. That was a good cleanse. I didn't know they had a Sombra. Yeah, this is something I need to get used to with Kiriko. One of the best things, I think, or a good mix-up, not best, is to jump against projectile heroes, because they have to predict the jumping now as well. A lot of the times, we're just predicting the movement, and this is good that the Sombra was jumping. I'm not sure if they're jumping because they're just jumping out of habit, or because they understand that they're good against projectile. So I need to slow it down, I think. Because I'm just like spamming. I missed there. Missed there. Like I'm just playing, like I'm just rushing everything. That's what I'm looking at now. I definitely could have hit her, but I didn't hit her really. Just once, I guess. So that was on me. I think the best thing I did there was I turned around Suzu'd our Ana, so that was good at least. And our team is definitely going in, and we got to pick on the Hanzo, which is great. That was a nice sleep. I was telling our Ana here, 3, 2, 1 now. I think I didn't even say now, I just said 3, 2, 1 and I just shot. Just helping our soldier get the high ground. Yeah, here I'm healing a lot more than what I'd normally be playing as, like a DPS Kiriko style. Probably should have been healing that. Yeah, I'm just spamming here and peeking there. I can't really one shot, so nothing to worry about too much. Okay. What do I Suzu here? I Suzu something. Because I don't have it when he goes in. Yeah, this was just a wasted Suzu. Yeah, right here. So this is like when I need to be thinking about things. I know the Ana may not be thinking about these things, but I have to actively be thinking about them. And it's when I need to have an order of my protection Suzu. So I know they have one thing I can cleanse, like Ash's Dynamite. But is it really worth to cleanse the Dynamite when their Ana could just nade our tank for free? Especially a Doomfist. And our Doom is playing pretty well. But that's besides the point. It's just I need to be better with my ability usage because he will get slept, he will get needed. I should be thinking about that. I think I need to put dynamite on one of the lower tiers. Like if I was to make a tier list of what's the most important thing to cleanse, dynamite should be close to the bottom. Like if multiple people on the team get hit by it and we're critical, sure, but I think versus like an Ana nade or a utility, not really worth. Alright, let's continue. Wow. Yeah, like right here, he could have definitely used that. Could have definitely needed, or use my protection Suzer right there. I go for a sneaky pick here. Probably should have been looking at the Ana. That's something I need to just keep in mind. Because she's scoped in, Ashe will also be scoped in. Let's just look at that one more time. Something to think about. Who is the easiest to get a kill on here? Because I was thinking to myself, I need to be more sneaky, so I planned something here. But it also depends on where is everyone when I go on these flanks. I'm guessing they're all going together because our Doom is down. But my target focus needs some work. I ignore their tank. And then I look at one of their squishies, but it just can't be as simple as, oh, looking at one of their squishy targets, 200 HP targets. It has to be a bit more specific than that. So, look at him. Yeah, I could have waited for their Ashe. He even used his healing pad over here. Not that it really mattered, but just something to think about. Some more cover could have definitely helped me as well. Sometimes I have to put myself in there to get the shot, but that's okay. Because they're going to be pushing anyway. Yeah, I put myself in a really crazy spot. TP in there. We're just cleaning up the fight now. My distraction was okay. It could have been better. Yeah, I knew they were coming from below. Okay. This is an important fight, I think. Like, we clutched it out, because I think we had ultimates, but I think I need to be aware of what's going on, where is everyone, stuff like that. So let's go back to where I use my ult. And zoom out as well. So they're all below. Don't have their diva, they nade in. So they get purple. I drop there. Yeah, we just have our ultimates. They do too, but they were getting picked off. Yeah, I don't even realize that they have their diva there. Our Doom is doing a great job though. Yeah. Alright. Let's look at the second round. So start over here. Left side. Definitely not needed. I'll probably have it by the time we're in the next fight though. I was just playing safe. I realized going in all the time, it feels very cool, but it's not always the optimal thing. Definitely need to take my time with that, now they know that I'm here. Take my time there. Too late. Definitely too late with that. I could have saved our Genji there. Slow that down. I think he was too high. I think I need to get used to throwing this at mid and far ranges. Yeah. Because he slept too. So it would cancel both if I hit him, I believe. But I'm just slightly off. It's a little too high. I need to aim that lower. But yeah, let's continue. Get the cast there.
The breeze brings relief.
Here I was thinking I would contest here while Iana plays there. So I have to play on the side of the drum. I think it's okay to Suzu that. It's one of her moves.
Let me balance you out.
I should have kept note of their Ana. Because she was with their Junker Queen. Nice pick. Don't have my Suzu.
Be careful, Shimaba.
Yeah, our Doom said he thought he was going to DC there. Was it worth it to throw the Suzu there? Maybe. Probably not, 'cause she has Dynamite again.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, I think this ultimate, it's okay. I think a better one would be something like on the stairs here, going down. Like maybe you could get there, but I don't think so, but maybe here, somewhere here. Going down like that, if it's in the same area. Because then someone could use the high ground a little bit, like our Ana. She's been playing here all game, or most of the game. And she's also backed up to here. So I guess it's an okay ultimate, but it could be better. Let's see. And their team isn't really pushing through. That's also another thing. So I just get our team into it. Of course they want to push because they're running out of time. But let's see what happens here. I don't know my Suzu yet. Why don't I have that? That's the question. Whoops. So I use it on the Dynamite, right? Do I must use it somewhere here.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, I use it when he's sleeping. I see. I use it when he's sleeping and then he gets purple. So I need to think to myself, was this the right choice? To use it when someone's sleeping or to use it when they're purple? That's something I have to figure out. I think in this case, it's better if they're purple. Like to use it, my protection Suzu when they're purple instead. Because he dies because of that. He definitely could have died as well from being slept. It's hard to say.
Like a gentle wind.
He definitely should have been using cover there, like running away.
Hey,
This is risky. I get lucky there. If Ash didn't hit me.
thank you.
I need to check my angles better.
Appreciate
Ana was there. That could have definitely been an Ash.
it.
Or even a Widow in a different game. Yeah, it's not needed. These Suzus are not it. Now they need it.
I'm here.
Now the team needs it. Yeah, let her Ana die because of my Suzu usage. I'm not tracking the ults. for the really important abilities. I know we're getting hit by dynamite, but that's, I think, more important than dynamite.
I've got you.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to do that, to roll into me. I thought for sure we would punish him there. That was my mistake. I should have TP'd out or ran away. Or Suzu'd it, at least. Because I knew he was coming for me here. I just didn't think he would be able to just walk right through everybody. I should have been thinking about that. Yeah, I even throw my Suzu there. I tried to throw it to myself, but it went down the steps. I remember this now. But yeah, my mistake. We have another fight though. I need to get better at that. Sometimes players just want to get the kill, so I need to... It's okay to run away. Because this style has been working. This style where I just play kind of passive and supportive. Not too much DPS. I just need to get better at what I'm stopping. I TP in? Oh wow, I do. Yeah, see, it happened again. My usage is just not good. Let's go back. I use it. Why do I use this protection Suzu on our Doom? I use it because he was critical, right? I just have to TP and he'll be okay, and heal him. TP and heal, he should be okay. Yeah. Then I should Suzu him. Because if he lives here, we could potentially win the fight. Yeah, I'm just Suzuing anything at this point. I'm just Suzuing. That was a nice pick. Yeah, we can finish off the cast. Yeah, he had to ult. It was tough. That was a tough round. Most of it was my mistake. I gotta be aware of that. Aware of the Junker Queen ultimate, aware of the Ana nade. I should have been able to adapt during the game. That's what's been hurting my teammates the most. Ashe has been getting some really good dynamites as well. But the anti-nade has been doing a lot. So my utility was the problem this game.
Last chance. No pressure.
Or a big problem this game.
More than I took.
Uh-oh. We got that replay glitch. 1 second.
Now traveling to Busan, ready for battle.
Cut.
Whoa. Like, do you guys hear that? Where it's just like a a really echoey sound. Sounds weird. Let's go back to Busan.
Now traveling to Busan, ready for battle.
Alright. We might just have to watch it all at once.
No pressure.
Let's see. So here I knew they had the Ashe up top. Yeah, I just wanted to TP to the team and play together. I think that's something I gotta think about. That was a good Suzu compared to before. Yeah, just couldn't do anything about that. I wanted to stay here, so I took the duel. Yeah, I knew our Ana would play safe, so we were okay there. He's done a really good job healing the team. Yeah, that was good by our Ana. Healed the team up as well as she could. This is when I was thinking, okay, I gotta do a lot more damage. I gotta force them to use their cooldowns instead of just like outplaying their cooldowns by playing safe all the time. I think that's a mistake. I definitely shouldn't have to do that there. Yeah, I noticed someone was fighting over there.
Just needed a dash of mischief.
Yeah, they have a really hard time contesting the high ground. They would have to have their Lucio or Ashe go up top. Yeah, I tried to TP to him, but it was too late. Too indecisive. Yeah, I missed the first headshot. If that was a headshot instead of a body shot, we would have gotten the cast.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I think we just overextended as a team. I probably should have played it safe though, instead of TPing in. Or I should have TP'd out against the high noon.
Under my protection.
I have to turn around for Ana here. Push the TP into the team. It's risky. Yeah, we used some ults there.
Ultimate's charging. Take a lot of damage.
Yeah, our Doom was having some connection problems.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
Ready for duty.
My ultimate is almost ready.
She's gonna blow.
Yeah, he was trying to get it picked. I noticed they're a lot faster at responding to me now in these games than before. Usually when I'm flanking, no one knows where I am.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Pick there.
Lost away. I'm on fire.
Alright. So for that game, on Busan, I learned something. Like, it's nice being able to counter their utility with mine. Especially like Sleep Dart or Nade, even Ashe's Dynamite. But I think it depends on each situation. It's not like a tier list where we go by strict rules. I think it depends on things in-game and what's going on. And to add to that, I was thinking that my DPS playstyle played a role in this game, but it helped a little bit, but it's not really, oh, I was playing a DPS and then I was playing support, or I was playing like aggressive and then I was playing defensively. It was more so I was applying pressure to force them to use their cooldowns, and I think that's what I was missing in that game. Especially in the second round, I was just playing safe all the time. And I was even using my utility poorly. So when I do both in a like in a bad way or poorly. It definitely shows. So I think that was my problem in that game. We won, definitely because of the team. I didn't really do anything special that game. I think the only thing I did was I picked the Ashe off, and I got lucky that she peeked twice. Normally they would just hide away or get healed. But my utility needs work, especially against Ana's nades, Jugger Queen's ultimate. And I need to manage my pressure more, to pressure them to use their cooldown, so I don't have to make a plan and think things like, oh, I'm going to use my protection Suzu here because they have an Ana. It shouldn't always have to be so strict. I think having a guideline is great, but no strict rules. But yeah, that was Busan. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to go. We can go through them.
Welcome to Hollywood. Ready for battle.
Yeah, I'll probably speed through these games.
Ready for battle.
So yeah, I remember my team was proud of me for clutching things out. Let's see what happens. So first gets there late. Let's see. How does I stay there? Yeah. Okay. So this is just me thinking now. Once I see someone is there, unless I get the headshot, again, it's not a strict rule, but it's Reaper. Most likely, I'm not going to duel and win. And even if I Suzu, I need it for later. Or I should need it for the team. So I keep using it for myself here, and I just TP out anyway, so it's kind of a useless Suzu. I think what I need to do is I need to back up. So when I'm here, I should be backing up. I shouldn't just be looking at him. I should be backing up, turning the corner, going here, and then TPing out. Or force the duel a little bit, get the Mega. And if I'm still low, or if they're really chasing me, then TP out. I shouldn't have to use the Suzu. I need to think about that way more. So whenever I'm here now on this map, I'll be going towards here, unless they have someone here. And then I'll be TPing out. I don't want to see myself using the Suzu anymore and then TPing out in duels that are like just not like winnable, or duels where I'm going to TP out anyway. Especially because their team is turning around for me. But yeah, still making the same small mistakes. It's small now, but it's definitely going to be a big mistake later on. But alright, let's continue. I'm down my protection Suzu. I don't really need it for utility here. That's like the silver lining in this game. Missed the shot on Lucio. It's finished off. I'm just fighting close up to him. Oh, I tried to get the Orisa. Another thing I need to be aware of, Orisa's gold, because she needs that up. Well, it doesn't need it up, but I need to know that she has that up so I don't use my Suzu on her. That Suzu was for her, but I hit the Mercy by mistake. So yeah, because it would be nice to have it here and stay up here if I really, really needed to. But I have my Swift Steps, so I don't really need it either. Like, in that situation, when Orisa was low there, definitely could have used it on her there. So my utility is still poor with my team. That's what I'm realizing. And it's not going to be perfect, but I should definitely work on it. my goodness. He's just jumping and I'm having such a hard time. Let's look at that again, because I need to get better at this type of strafing. He's strafing long. So I get the, yeah, she doesn't really turn around for me. And then him, I just body shot him. I could have headshot him there. That was more accurate. Headshot him there. Yeah, my crosshair needs to be better. Yeah, I only get him because I'm just like I got lucky with the headshot, and then two, I'm just like trying to aim with my movement. I should definitely be better at tracking the head and punishing the jumps. It's kind of sad to see that. So I definitely need to work on that. And it looked like he gave up in a way, but I'm just bad. I need work. I need to put in practice with aiming. Yeah, even here, something I need to learn how to punish. I think I hit her when I hit her here. All I need is a body shot, and then I could literally just take my time, aim at the head, and then we're good to go. Hit her the body there. I reload here. Yeah. She jumped there, didn't she? Yeah, she jumped. But I need to be better here. Yeah, I mistimed it. I think my aim is slightly off. Especially with jumps. I gotta work on that. It didn't really play a factor here, but definitely could later on. That's an okay Suzu because someone was critical. I don't really need it for anything else. And nothing to really say here. I'm just Suzuing when they're critical, playing safe.
Under my protection.
We're on defense too, so don't really have to make any crazy plays. I think I go to make one. Oh my goodness, the Junkrat's behind.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
This ultimate is, it's alright, it's not bad.
The breeze brings relief. Thanks.
I'm just jumping and shooting. Surprised I'm getting away with this. Oh, I just missed that. I get lucky. He hit the wall there. Oh no, he finished me off. That was good. So why did I die here? Specifically. He jumped again. Gotta work on that. Yeah. If I can't react to the jump and punish, I should be able to hit the landing shot. Like, he should be headshot here. I missed there. I get lucky this hits the, he does it too early. Oh, it didn't hit the wall. I see, it goes around right here. And gets me. I didn't realize that in the moment. I had no Suzu as well, so it doesn't really matter there. Team is clutching it out though. I've had a lot of good teams today. I've just been getting saved by my team over and over. I go to challenge the diva? I'm surprised. It's okay though. She was low, I guess. It's good I dropped. Kinda hard to win against that. At 4 range. We're all crouching for Kitsune. It's okay, just use that, I guess. Oh, I could just use that instead.
Feels like sewing.
Oh, good. Too late on the Suzu there. Nice. Yeah, that's when I clutched it out and the team was proud. But let's look at this fight again. I think it's important. Like, I don't think I could have really done much for the Mercy there. Why did I use my Suzu before that? What did I use it on? Team, right? When they were burning by the dynamite? Yeah. Oh no, they weren't burning. They were just hit by damage. Critical. No, they were okay. I didn't need to use it there. They have cover in as well. Could have definitely used it here though. Diva was there. She may have matrixed it though.
Feels like sewing, huh?
He dropped. That was risky by him. Baptiste. I think if he doesn't drop, they probably win that. Yeah, if I had my Suzu here earlier, could have definitely helped her. Need to be aware of that. I should have TP'd right to cover. Paraiso went to point. Wow. I checked to see if anyone was there. That was good. How did I get that headshot though? What did I do? I feel like getting it on Diva is way harder than any other kind of character. Oh, she came out of her mech. That was it, I think. Yeah. I just keep missing. I got saved by my soldier. Yeah, he saved us.
Thanks.
Initiate.
Yeah, I remember our team wanted us to play dive here.
Ready.
And I was telling them, let's see how Kiriko dive works.
Ready.
The other support just
Genji and I have run
wanted to play Mercy.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let's send a message. Under my
So yeah, they have a tough comp to play against with the Mei and the Hog kind of defensive setup. I didn't want to use my Suzu there because I realized he wouldn't get punished. That was a good use. Oh, I should have Suzu'd our Genji.
a lot of damage, huh?
You can see he didn't get punished. Wow. That's very surprising. Let's just rewind that, because I think that's when I should have used it.
You take a lot of damage, huh?
Use it before that. Surprised. Yeah, use it on our Winston, who's critical. Maybe it could have. I'm so surprised that their Genji didn't, or our Genji didn't get punished there. I'm surprised this is the play, Suzuing the Winston. Yeah, I TP when he bubbles in, so I be kind of safe with cover for a little bit.
Take some time off.
I need to take my time against Roadhog. Yeah, that was it for that game. Well, for that game I learned to not just throw Suzu out, even though I did at the end of the last fight. But I mean, when I take duels, don't just throw it out. Think of where the megas are, the minis are. Try to extend the duel, and then I will go from there. Most of the time I won't throw it out. Maybe if it's a strict 1v1 and no teams are showing up, then yeah, but there I shouldn't have used it against the Reaper. And for our Genji, I should have used it for the Genji. I say should have, but I would think he would be punished, but he wasn't punished there, luckily. It just turned out that it was lucky, but I think in an optimal scenario, I wake him up with the Suzu because he would get punished, but that didn't happen. Instead, they were looking at our Winston. Our Winston lived. He went in, and our Genji lived as well. But yeah, let's go over the next game. That was Watchpoint Gibraltar. This game is I think the most important one to review
Watchpoint Gibraltar.
because I get called out in my ultimate many times, and it is a very close game. Could have went either way.
Konnichiwa.
Oops.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, I didn't realize their widow was there. I thought their widow would be like up top, but I don't know if she ever shot as well. She was very patient, I guess, looking at me there. But my position right in the open against the widow, I deserve to get headshot there.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3,
Because I don't think anybody notices her.
1. Attackers incoming.
Really tight angle.
Stop the payload.
Oh, yeah. She shot before. I think I remember in the game, but I didn't know from where. Yeah, I'm playing in the open. I deserve to get hit there. Poor positioning by me. Shouldn't position there if I don't actively see where she is.
Let's get back to it.
Strength from nature.
I feel like I just had to use it there. They don't even have a Sombra, so I think I should be good.
That feels better.
Okay, I did not need to do that. I need to be aware of Baptiste. I think it's one of the first times I've teamed with Baptiste in comp. I don't think I've seen many, really. I just had to stay on point here since I was pushing it. And I drop. It's a risky duel to take. I don't even have to stay here. Yeah, again. This is the same mistake I've been making all the time.
Help me move the payload.
So yeah, back here, this is the same mistake I've been making. I've been just Suzuing and then TPing out anyways. I just should like... So like, the value I got from that Suzu, just like, to put it into perspective so I don't make the same mistake again and again.
Help me move the payload. Help me move the payload.
So... The whole point of the Suzu is to tell me stay in this position to duel. Like, that's what I'm using it for. So we just look at this in slow-mo, just so I could get this through to myself. So I missed the Widow, body shot her, Suzu, I'm super low. I try to shoot her once more, and I just had a TP out. So in that moment, that Suzu was just for that one shot. And even if I hit that shot on the Widow, it wouldn't have made a difference because she has 200 health. That would have did 120. I did 40 damage to her already, so it would have only been like, what, 160? So I need to hit her one more time in the body. So definitely not worth staying there, so I need to think about that now. But yeah, I just should have TP'd out. Yeah, I don't have my Suzu for a diva there, and the Genji's pushing me. I should TP out. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was doing there. Why did I stay here? I didn't even TP to our Baptiste. Yeah, I'm just too late on understanding what's going on. I'm healing and shooting, but not shooting anyone there. Just doing the motions. It's okay, getting used to the muscle memory of that. Missing there. Yeah, I was missing there. Genji and I went in, but didn't do anything.
Spring flows anew.
I'm surprised she stayed there. That's very surprising, actually.
The spring flows anew. Bounce back.
Was she waiting there from before? Yeah, she was waiting for me there. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that she was there. Let's look at this player's perspective for a moment to see what they're thinking about. Okay. Okay, so they knew that our team would be coming back and they didn't want to fight down there, so they went for the spawn. I got lucky that they didn't hit the head there. Very lucky. I didn't even look at them.
The spring flows anew.
And I jumped as well. This is crazy. We have the Mega here. It's saving us. That's a weird TV.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Let me balance you out.
Yeah, my Suzus have not been great. Like when I'm playing, I realize, oh, I'm doing pretty decent, and then when I watch these again, I'm just not using my utility well at all. Like I don't use it there.
Like a gentle rain. It's like they aren't.
Have it there at least.
What's up?
Like in an optimal world, our Diva would be matrixing the Ana's abilities, but that's what I have to think about when I'm using mine for. Same thing with Baptiste, you don't want to immortality field Ana's nades if your Kiriko has her Suzu out. You can, for sure. And you should if you don't have the Suzu. Yeah, I have to turn around there. Yeah, I have to back out.
Ultimate's charging.
Ultimate is almost charged.
This has been a tough game so far, actually. Just a wall ride.
Be careful.
Looking at the Ash.
I'm with you, Genji. My ultimate is ready. EMP activated.
Yeah, I'm rushing my shots here. I need to, when I watch this, I need to figure out how to get to this high ground. That's Kiriko. Is it only right side where I can access it? Because it'd be nice to get to it left side as well. It only gives you one option. I think I was looking around how to wall climb up top.
Be careful.
It's either force point, fight them up top, our Pharah.
Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, I can. Utility is just not good. I didn't even use it there. Probably should have. Yeah, like going back here in this fight.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I use that because I'm so used to just throwing it out there when I ult. And then this has been the classic. Watch this. There's not so much that I'm dueling the Genji there for a little bit, but here, like, I've been saying this a lot, but the tank ultimates so far, from what I've seen in all the games I played, they just counter me when I use Kiriko's ultimate, because I just, like, I play within it, and a lot of the tanks have like an area, I don't want to say denial, but like an area spanning ultimate. So like they know that we're gonna group up here because we want to play through here to get all this, like to get the speed, to get the reduced cooldowns of this ultimate. So then I should be thinking, okay, they have a Zarya here and I should be ult tracking. I'm not doing that. And then we're gonna get grabbed. That's how they're countering my ultimate. It happens often, like it happened on Route 66 with Reinhardt, where he shattered us when I ulted. And like it will happen with Sigma as well, where they ult us and then his isn't as bad because you can Suzu yourself when you drop down. But here, Suzu doesn't really do much. It protects you for like a split moment and then they just burst you down anyway. And then shatter, if I get shattered because I play within it, that's a problem. So I have to think about ways to play around that. Even Junker Queen. Junker Queen gets countered by Kiriko, like her ultimate does, because she wants to like slice through in a straight line. So then Kiriko could just cleanse that. But these other tanks, they don't really have the same mechanics with Junker Queen's ultimate. So like the grab, for example, I'm stuck in there, and shatter, I'll be stuck. So that's where those setups we were talking about earlier, those will be really helpful. For example, I probably should be using it from up here, and then my team could be pushing in, or up here, for example, and team could be pushing in. So I need to be more creative with my ultimate. I just put it in a straight line and I'm like, okay, our team is here, their team is here, let's rush them. And then the counter has been so simple. Just press Q on the Kiriko when she presses Q and then they win. So that's been a weakness of mine. And I think that's a weakness of Kiriko's, because she wants to use her ultimate and she wants to be there, but I think the next level is splitting it up so that I can use it and then team could use it. So then I don't have to position myself in a bad spot. And with that, I also have to improve with my mechanics at far range, because I'll be using it from a distance or on high ground. And plus the speed, I have to get used to the speed of using her ultimate, because you could shoot faster but also you move faster as well. So you have to get used to aiming with movement. But yeah, that's been my weakness with Kiriko so far. A lot of poor ultimate usage. I don't want to say just poor, but like a lack of adapting to the situations that I've been losing with my ultimate. And there have been lots, but now that I'm finally using it together with the team and getting more value with the distance of it, I realize that I'm being punished by using my ultimate with their ultimates. So let's just say just our Moira gets grabbed, then I can be here, for example, and I could just be healing our Moira, and then Suzuing our Moira, and then even pressuring the Genji in the back as well, all at once, instead of them just looking at us here. But yeah, that's what I've figured out. Yeah, we lose that fight, and then we cannot touch. So we lose that fight a lot because of me, I believe.
I'll find my own path.
And I think I keep getting punished too for doing that.
Ready for battle.
Trouble's here.
Yeah, I take a weird angle here to flank. Get a quick one there.
Learn. I'm with you. I'm grateful.
Sometimes I'll start there if they have like a Widow or a long range DPS that wants to stay there. I think that was okay. I start jumping here. I don't shadow step out because I felt comfortable staying there. And like I didn't want to respect the Kiriko there. My mistake. Probably should have Suzu'd that. I think here I'm thinking, okay, I gotta just Suzu the Ana.
Thought you needed the help.
But it comes back to the same thing again, where if you apply pressure, they're gonna use their abilities. Yeah, I really want to leave here and go up top again, but I realize that our Zarya's staying here. It was risky. I need to get better at wall climbing and then shooting. I just shot my teammate. I go up top to duel the Ashe again. It's bubble. That's surprising. We should be able to finish her off there. Yeah, this was... I think this type of ultimate is fine. Just gonna look at it. Because I ulted down here, and then they had to... like... they either back up into the ultimate, and our team pushes them, and they backed up as well because they were down, because Genji and I flanked them. So I think that was a good plan with the ultimate. Of course it'd be nice if we could always get the high ground, but it's not always going to be the case. But I think that was a good example of one. A rare example of a good one in this game. I really want to stay here and beat the Genji in the duel. I don't think I do though. Oh, I do. Yeah, I have swift steps, so I wasn't really scared. This is risky though, I should be ult tracking. Like, I think a different Zarya would have grabbed us for sure. She'll grab us, right? Yeah. I keep getting called out for grab. That's my mistake for not ult tracking properly. Yeah, I've had poor ult tracking. Even their Ashe is top left. I thought we were going to touch with EMP, but we did not. Yeah, Genji went in. Couldn't really help him there. Yeah, my utility has not been good. Should be looking out for that. Like under pressure, I find I'm not really doing the right stuff. I just kind of go all over the place. Yeah, at least we got the pick there. That's been my biggest mistake, I think. Like I just forget everything that I've been telling myself. I need more experience. Yeah, I wanted to punish the Genji many times this game, but the team would be looking at someone else, so I just started to focus on whatever they're looking at. I realized my flanking isn't working. Basically, I'm just trying to get by with mechanics and not really thinking about anything. Especially when I'm under pressure.
The Kitsune is ready. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, like right here, I'm going in, and I'm getting targeted, and I don't even realize it. So yeah, like sorry about that. So basically here, I'm just like, it's the same kind of problem I've been having with my ultimates. I'm thinking, oh, team is here, their team is there, let's go in. And then I'm kind of alone and I'm going in. So yeah, I need to work on that. I need to be supportive with my ultimate instead of just going in. Especially when they have, like, not only is everyone looking at me, but like when they have ultimates as well. Yeah, just slowing it down.
The Kitsune is
Like a smarter way to use this ultimate, like Haru Nenji was saying, like use it from up top and then something like that. So then I could use it from up top and they have to look at me from a different angle. And then our Zarya could push them in as well, and then I could decide, oh, do I want to drop in and go in, and then I could TP back, just for example. But yeah, I just have a really one-dimensional way of using my ultimate.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
And I don't even look at who's on our Zarya, I just go in with their supports. Yeah, I definitely could have used my Suzu there as well, but I'm just getting like flustered in a way. That's how it looks like how I'm playing.
That's the spot.
Oh, I just jump into that. Yeah, my mechanics have been basically carrying me because I got the Zarya with some help. I got the Ana, but my Suzu definitely didn't need to use it there by jumping into the pulse bomb. Zarya uses a personal there. You get a pick there. Yeah, I realized she's just gonna TP out.
Draw strength from nature.
Let's see. What's the plan here? I think we were planning on EMPing, so that was the plan. So I played pretty slow, or pretty safe. I got lucky there. They have Blade and Grav. Kiriko's ult. Yeah. So here, I make the same mistake again against Grav. Just rewinding this, just so we could see it. Like, I didn't need to drop. That's my problem there. Like, if I stayed here, I could heal Suzu. Well, not Suzu anymore, but I can heal them and then shoot from up top and then not be caught in the grab and try to make a play in a way. But I keep getting, like, caught by the grab. And it's a positioning thing because any other, like, character I play, I would not be in these grabs. I would be playing Ana, I'd be playing up here and I wouldn't drop ever. Or I'd be playing Baptiste and I'd be like on the high ground. Even for Zen, I wouldn't be playing like on the low ground here. For Zen, I have like rules. I say rules, but like where I'm always with cover. I'd probably be playing on the high ground because it's such a strong place to be. Maybe I would play on the low ground with cover at a far distance sometimes. Lucio is the other exception, where you can't always stay on the high ground, you gotta go in with him. But I don't think I would ever be like I would be thinking about grab, but with Kiriko I don't even think about it, so I need to start thinking about it and applying my positioning. But yeah. That hurricane because of graviton. Our Moira lived.
Lick my wounds. Let's go. What's up?
Our Moira and our Hog have definitely been carrying us here.
Let me balance you out.
Oh, and the Zarya's just looking at our Moira there.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah. It happened again. Like, I'm just tunnel visioning on their backline, ignoring their tank and trying to go in. Let's look at that again. How does this happen from this perspective? How does it look? Whoa. I realize I have to heal our Moira because the Zarya was looking at her. She gets grabbed. Once she gets grabbed, I just ignore her. I want to use nade on her. Zarya as well. Yeah. I get just called out by the Zarya there. Too much tunnel vision. Like, if I was up top here, the Zarya wouldn't be able to look at me much. But I would have to practice and get better at positions like this with Kiriko. Because it's a safer position, but if you could land your damage, it can be very beneficial. But so far, the value I've had with Kiriko with DPS has been up close and on the ground, like the same level. I haven't really experimented with high ground yet. And it shows that I'm like running in. Like, and then the Zarya just melts me down.
Time to try again.
But yeah, team definitely has been carrying. Yeah, team basically carried me that game. My ultimate usage needs some work. I need to position better against tank ultimates. That's a big one. And I need to not run in 1v5 as a support. But yeah, that's been the big things I've learned that game on Gibraltar. I do have 2 more games to review. We can review this one. Let's start now.
Welcome to Esperanca. Ready for battle.
Yeah, this game, Esperanca, has been a very different kind of game. Reason why, this game, just starting off, we had like our tank who was throwing the game. I'll still review it because it's good to review like what I could do in certain situations, but I was just getting like overwhelmed with like a 4v5, but I still played poorly, so let's review it. It's pretty much the only loss in this
What's up?
episode.
Get on the robot.
Yeah, I go on the high ground. I don't think I played Kiriko too much on this map. Played her a little bit in comp here so far. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. I just threw the Suzu at the Sombra. Which is kind of funny. Like, I should have threw it at myself on the ground. Yeah, I threw it here. And it still comes out. That's interesting. Normally I would think it wouldn't come out because you got hacked in the middle of it, but it comes out. So I definitely should have threw it at my feet here and then dueled the Sombra. But yeah, I get hit there. I know I get hit by someone else. Yeah, the cast saw me. So this is like 1 positioning, 2 scouting, 3 just messing up versus Sombra. So a lot of little things there. But they all added up in the moment. This is how you play as a team. Yeah. I just get headshot so easily there. Wait, I get better at scouting Sombra. Using myself, not her.
Thanks for the boost.
Position better. Learn positioning on this map. Let's see how we play this. I think this will be a relatively quicker review
Understood.
because we had like a thrower.
Be healed.
But yeah,
We don't
let's
have the
see.
lead anymore.
Yeah, I start scouting for the Sombra a lot. Mess that up. I'll just throw it out once they get hacked, which is not the play. I need to actually aim for them. So different when they're actually... Yeah. So like, just earlier when this cast eliminated me with the Sombra, like in this replay itself, I was thinking, wow, this person has crazy aim because they just saw me and then I just got headshot and the Sombra finished me off. And then here we're dueling and then this player has such a hard time aiming at me. And it just shows that like, when it comes down to the 1v1, it could be different, but I put myself in a bad spot and they use teamwork to get me. So I need to learn how to one position better, duel the Sombra so I don't get hacked, and learn this map because like it seems so far that my mechanics are okay in duels, but overall when it comes to the team play stuff, I've been having trouble. And then here, right now, like I know I don't focus the Mercy, but maybe I should, is what I'm thinking. I think I kind of play it safe, but I wasn't even thinking that they'd get rezzed here. Yeah, I should have been doing that. This player is smart because they were covering where I'd be running to. But I decided to play around that because I know they're kind of looking for me now. Yeah, definitely didn't need to do that. But I'm just playing poorly because someone was telling us that we were bad supports. Which I know I'm not good, but they were being mean about it. So it's pretty good at least. I don't think I needed that. Should have used it then. Yeah. Just bad utility usage. And bad awareness of what's going on when under pressure in fights.
Restoring balance.
It looks like I don't really understand what's going on.
You're all good. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, they went in there so I can Suzu them. Double translocator. They're gonna get rest, I believe. Sombra.
Thanks for the heal.
I've got you.
My nurse is just running.
Careful. We're outnumbered.
Probably get a swift step to the Roadhog. Yeah, our team was not on the same page this game. I probably should have been flanking more, maybe. We just get like, run over in a way. Again, I'm called out by Graviton.
Strength from nature.
Escorting the robot. Let's move. Enemy over there.
What a headshot.
Fire.
The breeze brings relief.
This was a big mistake. Like, I knew they had their ultimate, EMP. And I still Suzu'd before that. So this is just like ult tracking and positioning. Because I played here. And like let's see what happens here. I did this because I thought our like soldier needed help. I remember this moment. And then I use my Suzu, so then we know what comes next with the Sombra. She was just waiting up top. So just going back here through her perspective, because I'm pretty sure she's just waiting for me to use my utility, right? Yeah, she knows where I am too. So this is like, Sombra's tough to play against. Like, I usually play Sombra when I play DPS on this map, because you just, like, once you're invisible, you could kind of see everything, and everyone just groups up with their team. And even though we had like a thrower and our team was like not on the same page, I still played poorly. Like, I shouldn't have used this ultimate, I mean my Suzu for our soldier in there, because she could definitely see me. This is like, I need to understand map control on this kind of map, because their DPS, they're not even in the fight and they're winning. Like 3 of them are over here. We're all here. Let's look at this. And a lot of it is my positioning. That's the problem. Because I put myself in a bad spot, and my team does too in a way, without scouting all this. And then we get hit by all this stuff. Yeah, that Sombra's not in the fight. So we're basically losing this fight just against their Reaper. Like when he was there, because he wraithed in as well. Just shows how, like, the enemy team isn't really doing anything too fancy, but we're just not playing well. And then she EMPs us. So yeah, my positioning needs work on this map.
They took the robot from us.
It's tough because sometimes, like, normally I want to group up. Well, these maps are different than what I'm used to. So that's when I'm going in. Yeah. Too much tunnel vision again. Just slowing this down, or a little bit. I ult in and then I go in. And I'm not even getting focused and I'm less than half. But the thing is, my team is. Yeah. And the Zarya was super low too. Yeah, I'm just not really aware of where they are. Not only just map control, but just aware.
We've got this.
I think this is like one of the few situations where, like, I'm just not only cracking under pressure, but like broken under pressure basically. Like, I forgot kind of how to play now that I'm looking at my play here. Like, I'm just running towards them. I have decent mechanics landing into headshots, but I'm just jumping in. Yeah. Just because they had a Sombra, I just think I should stay back. And then I think that, oh, I need to just never flank. That leads me to play like how I'm playing. I definitely need to get used to this matchup.
Borrowing the robot. Don't expect it back.
Let me balance you out. Group up with me.
Yeah, I should have been playing how I normally play, with the off angles and the flanks, with some utility sprinkled in.
You were being rude.
Rip. I messed up my wall climb there. It's okay. Let's see how that Mercy was playing, because that was an interesting resurrect.
2 minutes remaining.
So they just control the map here. Like, this is another scenario where we just think, oh, we just have to push the robot here, and they'll be playing over here and defending. They don't even know where they're playing over here. It's pretty smart. Just little things like this to understand the map. I just don't really understand it. But yeah. Let's just look at that Mercy before she resurrects.
2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. Forward spawn loss.
I see. So she just went to resurrect the Reaper.
Let's push back.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Nothing too fancy, but I gotta think about that. That's how Mercy players may be thinking.
私がついてる。
Or that's what they might be thinking about, resurrecting their teammates. I should probably ping that. Yeah, I'm just playing backline all game.
Be purified.
Playing the Sombras game.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Sombra made a mistake there.
Kill the robot. Like a gentle rain.
30 seconds remaining.
Nice. Rip.
Draw strength from nature. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's where our hog was like throwing the game. Like, that's when I knew before because of what they were saying, but yeah, it's really tough to push. We're doing a lot here. The pressure as a team, we're trying to at least.
Last chance. Stop that robot.
But yeah, I learned some things that game. Basically, I learned that like I need to get better playing under pressure, and the reason why, it's like a comp thing, maybe an online gaming kind of Overwatch thing, but sometimes players are like toxic, and this player would, like, they just, after the first fight, just called both support players on the team like gold and like laughing at us. And our Mercy / Moira Lucio player, they called them out for it, but the other person wasn't in voice chat, they were just typing, and they just kind of threw the game after the first fight. But I think, like, it's never fun playing with someone who's toxic or mean to the team. Like, it doesn't add anything. It kind of feels like a draw. I remember one person was telling me whenever there's a draw, it feels like both teams lost. And even if we won that game, it wouldn't feel good because it's not fun anymore. So just something I need to get used to playing when someone is like mean in a way. and like I shouldn't let it affect me in my playing, but when they're actively throwing, that's when it showed in that game. But I was also being overwhelmed by their Sombra and the way they played, like as a team, when they understood, oh, we control the map, we're gonna drop on them and fight them here. And I'm just playing in poor positions because I feel like, oh, I need to support my team, but it's hard supporting a team when like I don't understand what the enemy team is doing, and like I don't feel like we want to win as a team anymore. But yeah, my mindset was like shaken up, and like in like my mind, and then in game, definitely because I'm not used to playing on that map against Sombra, so I definitely need to work on that. But yeah, I thought I was okay, but just have to get used to it, especially with the style that I play with Kiriko. Some players may really dislike that, but just something to get used to. But yeah, let's look at the last game, Oasis.
Welcome to Oasis. Ready for battle. Five, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective.
Yeah, we had a Moira. This team was very talkative. It was a nice experience compared to the last game, where everyone was positive.
My gift to you.
Yeah, I decided to play here. Probably should have been healing our our Hanzo. Shoot there. Yeah, I realized they didn't really have much except the Ana to look out for. But of course I gotta use the Suzu if we're critical. So that's when I gotta apply pressure on them to make sure they use their abilities. So we're just kind of playing in the backline right now. Those punches landed at least. Yeah, I decided to flank when our Reaper goes in. Get saved by my teammate.
I'm with you. You take a lot of damage, huh?
Rip. Yeah, that fight wasn't pretty. It was like bowling shoe ugly, but in a way from like. But the thing is, it worked out because we distracted them from behind. That was a nice 3-tap. Let's just look at that again, just to see. I don't really understand why the Reaper didn't do anything there. Okay. I need to take my time with the jumps there. Did I get the Mega there? That's exactly what I wanted to do on Hollywood. Oh, I got it. It's okay, I could have stayed there a little bit, but I just decided to just get out. Don't be too scared to extend our advantage.
Let the Kitsune got you.
This is one of the few times I played defensive with my ult for a little bit.
You forget what my mom taught you?
Oh. Yeah, you can see I play different when I'm really confident. And when they don't have a Sombra. That was a nice pick on the Moira. I keep going in. Another back line. Yeah, I just want to point something out. So like, this Ana's getting pressured from behind, and she used the nade on herself, so then I don't really have to use Suzu on, like, anyone. So that's just an example of like applying pressure with just like positioning and landing shots to force them to use utility. So that's what I have to be thinking about as well with Kiriko. That's why I think I gotta mix in the flanking and my supportive style together and use them together, because when I just play safe all the time, they use the utility on our team, and then it's like we're playing rock, paper, scissors, but it's not like a fair rock, paper, scissors. Like, let's say they know most of the time I'm going to choose a rock. But here in this situation, I'm kind of forcing them to choose one option, so then I have two options in a way. If that makes sense. Not sure if it does. But basically I'm forcing them to use their utility, so then I don't have to counter theirs. And then I could use mine for anything else. That was a good hook. That was good. I landed a headshot when someone was hooked. That's what I was saying in episode 1. That was a good TP. I Suzu'd as well, I think, to get out of there. Let's check that out again. No, couldn't heal him. Oh, I Suzu'd the Genji because he dashed me. Not a bad option. Do I have it up again? I'm not sure if I do. I should have it up. Wow. That looks pretty optimal. Suzu'd, hit the headshot, and then TP'd out. Yeah. The energy of the game is just way better when the team is all positive. Not even positive, but just good people trying to play and have fun. But yeah, I'm playing way different. Also, mostly as well because they don't have a Sombra for the last game. Yeah, I feel pretty confident taking the duel and staying there. Even not landing everything is worth it here. Really risky TP. I should get punished. Yep. So the thing I did the worst, or the thing I did poorly here, is TPing in here. Going back to this. I apply pressure nicely. Yeah, I'm not aware of my team. Because I think... Yeah, we're just in a really different spot here. Like I TP in there, I'm alone. Caught out alone. Suzu, try to win the 1v1. Probably should have hit him with my kunai instead of punching. Too many punches.
Let's get back to it.
Securing the objective.
That Mercy was jumping in rhythm with my shots. Kind of funny.
Thank you.
One of the few times I land shots when someone's jumping. Yeah, I just decided to take an angle. Force them to look at me.
Infused with light.
Didn't really need that mini. Okay, now I have to heal because our is down.
Your hand-to-hand needs work.
That's a decent save.
Underestimated me, man. I'm on fire. Objective's mine.
That was nice. Smunk them from behind. They're having a hard time, dealing with the flanks. something I need to learn how to deal with as well. Usually I just take the duel, but certain characters is tough.
I'm restored. Thanks.
I get help by Symmetra. Teammates very aware of helping me out. Oh yeah, here I was telling them I was gonna
The Kitsune is ready.
do a flanking ultimate. I'm not sure if I do it here though.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, once he got hit critical, I decided to go help him out.
Kitsune gains new champions.
Wow. Yeah, not much to discuss here since the enemy team is having a hard time. But yeah, that was a nice last game. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. It was a nice stream. I learned a lot. Basically learned to manage my ultimate way better, position better against tank ults. I need to learn how to ult track. Need to get better at playing under pressure, especially against Sombra. Need more practice in that matchup. I need to learn how I want to position on push maps. I'm not quite sure of how I want to play there yet. And my utility needs some work. In these games, I played a lot more defensively, and I realized players already understand how to play against Kiriko. Like, I was thinking, I'm going to use my Suzu against Ash's Dynamite, but then their Ana would use their nade. Or, for example, their Junker Queen would use her ultimate after I cleansed their Ana's nade. Or even Sleep Dart. So, I need to force these cooldowns. This is what I've come to realize after looking at some of my other games with the DPS Kiriko style, like on Oasis for example. And I need to play not aggressively, but force them to use their utility so I have the option to use mine. And yeah, those were some really helpful games to review. But yeah, that's it for episode 3 of my hardstuck to GM Kiriko challenge. I'll see you guys later.